Howdy, everyone, and good day. What a treat it is to be speaking to such amazing stewards of our planet. You all have worked tirelessly to be here, and I want to truly thank you for your hard work and dedication to producing such solid solutions to our global climate crisis. Now, I'm not here to tell you again and again about the problems our world is currently facing. If you're here today, you understand that our ocean planet is in a major climate crisis, and that affects just about every part of life. And you're probably wondering now who I am and why I'm addressing you all through this keynote. Now, I'd love to introduce myself, in person, but it seems like a virtual introduction will work best in this case. And it's not every day that young people are invited to deliver keynotes. And I want to just take a second to recognize the importance and the value of being able to share my voice and my story today as a young person. My name is Armon Alex, and as you can assume from my greeting of howdy, I'm from Texas. Sadly, though, I did not have to ride a horse to get here today. And furthermore, I'm an undergraduate student at Texas A&M University of Corpus Christi, pursuing a degree in science communications. I'm the vice chair of my city's first ever environmental task force as the youngest delegate, the director of youth engagement at the Gulf Reach Institute, and a board of directors and youth leadership council member at EarthEcho International. This is a nonprofit organization founded by Philippe Cousteau Jr., who's the grandson of the legendary underwater explorer Jacques Cousteau. And it's our main goal at EarthEcho to provide my fellow young people with the resources and opportunities to help save our ocean planet. Now, I'm not here to talk about me, but for context, I am here because my journey started off much like yours. It is because of organizations like CAVU and competitions like this that our generation can be exposed to the realities of our world and the struggles we face as a humanity, that our ocean planet needs to be respected and treated with importance, that both you and I have the responsibility of fighting for the health and longevity of not only our local environment, but the entire globe. I like to stress the influence of these organizations and the influence that they have, because as a young person myself, it has gotten me to where I am today. And my story starts in Corpus Christi, Texas. Corpus Christi is in the South Texas area, right off the coast, where the Corpus Christi Bay is my backyard and the Gulf of Mexico is my neighbor. This meant for my entire life that I've been directly connected to the ocean. When I was younger, the full extent of my appreciation for that big body of water was the beach in which I played in, and the plethora of seashells it would be able to provide for me to collect with my father. As a matter of fact, collecting seashells was probably the first way I really developed a relationship with the water, with my water-based neighbor. My father and I would frequently visit our downtown area close to the bay just to walk along the beach and collect some of these seashells that we both liked. Now, the problem with that was he specifically liked to collect the small battered ones, thinking they had a story. And I, at such a young age, the big shiny ones were always the ones that I would go after because they looked brand new. And so when collecting these shells, I remember countless times ignoring my love for these big shiny shells just so that my dad would stay satisfied with our little game. I would purposely hunt down those shells that he liked that maybe weren't so interesting to me, but were rather preferred by my father just so that he could let us stay longer by the bay. Before he passed away a few years ago, he asked if I still remembered when we would go out collecting shells, and I said, of course I did. He told me that he knew about me leaving behind those big and shiny shells just so that he could be happy with playing, and told me that he knew about me leaving them behind. And he said that one thing he loved the most about me was my compassion. And through my work over these past few years in communicating through science, I've been fortunate enough to be involved with many organizations and groups that look to fix environmental problems like EarthEcho International, Smith Ocean Institute, NOAA Ocean Exploration, and the President's Council on Environmental Quality. And I've also had the opportunity to engage with some of the most inspiring young minds that simply want to protect and save our planet. As a young person myself, I also work with many adults in my day-to-day work. And it's from some adult testimonies that I have learned something very major. When it comes to tackling the destruction of our planet, it's the youth that are fearless. They're brave, they're innovative, and without a doubt, we are compassionate. Young people have the drive to invest in collaborative ideas, the creativity, and the energy to help generate a positive change for our world. And when I say young people, I certainly mean you. The individuals tuning in today from their homes, and the ones you'll see showcasing their amazing projects today. The ones in school worrying about after-school projects and homework, or learning the next TikTok dance. I'm talking about you. I think back on these moments, on those moments on the beach with my father, and I realize now that those visits were a building block for my mindset today. Being kind to others and making the most out of situations, not just situations, but also the ones that involve, meaningful relationships that we have with other people or the relationships we have with organizations. And when we focus on the value of making the most out of every situation and doing so, we're able to fully experience all there is to be offered. Now, I understand that in order for me as a young environmentalist to learn and educate myself, I have to treat every moment I have for a moment of growth. When I was 14, I was first exposed to EarthEcho International as a water challenge ambassador. I was able to go out into our bays and estuaries and beaches to test water quality. And this environmental nonprofit was the catalyst, the spark that I needed to really inspire my passion for working with other young people to fight for our environment. I think a year later, I designed a solution to an education problem in our city when it comes to water quality awareness. So as a community, we lack the knowledge needed to understand the importance of keeping our water healthy, not just for ourselves, but also for the wildlife that depends on it. So I had developed a first ever student-led research team on water quality that would also go into classrooms and educate young people and young students about marine health, and also advocate at city council meetings for the betterment of water quality of our bays. And we called it Project WAVES, WAVES being an acronym for the Water Assessment of Vital Ecological Systems. And I'm pretty proud of that title, honestly. It was a pretty darn good title. Anyways, after graduating high school, I went on to pursue a degree in speaking about something I care very much about, which is our planet. I would become an ocean hero all because I chose to make the most out of the initial opportunity I was given. And for those of you in the audience, competitors, fans, and viewers, I want to ask you just a couple of questions. What are you going to take away from participating in this event? Because today you will be shown amazing projects and information to be able to grow as a young environmentalist. What you choose to do with the information you learn today is completely up to you. Will you become the leaders of tomorrow, the leaders of today, the environmental leader our world needs right now? Will you make this opportunity? Will you take this opportunity and make the most of it? Those are the questions that I like to ask myself just about every day. They have helped formulate me to the person that I am now, a young person with a passion just to simply protect our planet. I strongly believe that young people like you and I will drastically change the future of our world. That may seem like a large weight on our shoulders, but truthfully, I see it as a moment of greatness and opportunity. There's no doubt in my mind that you can change the world because it starts with invigorating change in our communities. We can do that with organizations like Climate Advocates, Voices United. You can change yourself into being a powerful young environmentalist by making the most out of your opportunities. I want to leave you with this. This moment, your projects, our movement cannot be achieved by a disconnection between viewpoints. I challenge you to open your minds to other perspectives other than your own. Strive to really pursue this awareness of the dimensions within our own true ignorance. Being able to understand that there are things you simply know nothing about, that others experience, develops the understanding, the empathy, compassion towards alternative perspectives. I hope you leave today with the fuel to engage and lead this environmental movement in your communities, that you remember to invest your time, invest your energy into the passions to really make a difference, and be inspired by what you see today, and that you show compassion for others that can't do it themselves. And truthfully, together, we can do this. So good luck to our wonderful contestants, and I wish you the best. Thank you so much.